all the.
It's gonna be like that one show Wired where they have like the other dude like ask the questions and like.
This is not an episode
You know,
of
your
Wired.
mic is coming down. You can.
Oh,
readjust.
how?
Yeah, also, this is not an episode of Wired. We're not gonna be interviewing you. We're gonna be talking. You're just gonna be talking. There's like.
Oh, it's gonna be a yap sesh.
Welcome back to season 2 of the Concast. This is episode 2. I'm here with my usual co-host Matty, and we have Jay and Haaris on the podcast. This is Jay's second appearance, but this is Haaris' first time. Welcome on, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Great to be back here.
Do you remember your?
Yeah. Do you remember anything from the first time you were here?
I remember about Xavier's goldfish,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Rip Isaac.
and then there's stuff about like first impressions as well.
So Haaris, not to put you on the spot, but you know, we talked about first impressions. Like I think
Yeah.
Jay's first impression of me was like I'm just like this random like big senior
Yeah, I think
guy.
you're like a senior.
Yeah, and then he realized I'm just like this random freshman who just came here randomly. So I don't know. What were like your first impressions of us? Because you this was your first year KLS coming freshman year, right?
Yeah.
So I guess like from us and like just as general people, like
I want to say, that I thought Adam last year you were a sophomore. I thought you were a junior though, because you were hanging out with all the juniors. And also your stature. Your stature.
Yeah,
you're like
told me.
You're 7,000 feet tall. Like,
Oh
yeah. Yeah, and I think for Matty, you're like a junior. You know what's really funny though? Is that like I was getting like mixed opinions from everyone on you. Like I met you, you were chill, you were nice to me, but then people were saying like he's like a very insensitive, it sounded like you were like the devil incarnate. But no, you're chill.
No, there's like a very mixed reaction to like people who like only knew me in middle school, and then like people who still talk to me now. Oh god.
Just got
you unplug the camera battery.
Oh, hell
That's why I was like to stop. We're good.
Kingston. Scoffed podcast.
Oh, okay. At this point, we have to like restart from Haaris.
No.
The camera's on none.
Bags.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
we're
camera's
close.
Oh yeah, we got this. We got
Bags.
I
Successfully fumbled.
Bags.
Bag fumble.
All right, I guess while
My
Kingston,
first appearance.
You want?
Yeah.
All right. So what was your first impression of Jay then?
Oh, of
Was
Jay.
it hopefully better than
Yeah. I think Jay. I didn't really like get to talk to Jay that much for like my first like impressions. I think the first time I like interacted with him was probably for basketball. Same with Matty and Adam.
I just remember the first
Like,
time.
Yeah.
I remember. I think I sent this on like the group chat as well.
Yeah.
I saw you and Xavier lined up for like basketball, like the first day of basketball last year, and I was like, dude, this guy's literally just jacked Xavier. No, because he had the exact same hair.
I used to have long
I was
hair.
like, what the hell?
It just wasn't. It was in the glasses.
Yeah.
Long hair Haaris was not. We don't talk about long hair Haaris.
Long hair Haaris is so good.
What do you mean?
That was a moment of all
Haaris is
time.
amazing.
My first impression of Haaris at least was kind of like, because like, here's the thing, Haaris kind of just spawned in for me.
Did I?
Like I think for everyone, because I remember like. I don't know, like I think part of it was also basketball maybe, but I remember randomly like Matty and Jay or whatever would like talk about you, and I'm just like, all right, this is just a character in our life now. I mean, everyone outside is like kind of like they're living their own life, right? So
Yeah.
like,
They don't
the
exist.
character in the book, right? So
When did Haaris transform? He was just like the random guy playing basketball, and then he turned into like actual yappinator.
No, that's not my title. That's not my title.
For
I'm
me,
not
I
the
actually
episode.
I don't remember like first talking to him. I remember you sent out like an email about a fundraiser or something.
Oh,
about, like,
that.
I don't know
Wait,
what it
what?
was. It was just like
Yeah.
to raise money for like kids in Pakistan or something.
Yeah,
So
'cause, like, during the
I came in
floods.
like I thought this guy was
okay.
like an absolute nerd. Right? He's like
What
this
the-
like try hard academic. So like he has like these 5 businesses.
Yeah,
And
he's
then
like, I started my.
And then then now obviously now I know him, but like
But-
I thought
well, no, he's
That's
not saying you're smart.
yeah
obviously.
you're smart, but
yeah.
I thought you were like this like really involved like community service who just like only just spends time like volunteering and
But no, he was just genuinely trying to do a good thing.
Yeah.
We were shocked about that.
What the-
I think we've all learned a good lesson. Don't judge people.
Ever?
That's true.
Yeah,
Ever. Never judge someone.
What if you're a judge?
See, this is why we have Haaris on the podcast.
Wait,
This is
hold on.
what we gain.
So are you saying that a judge should or shouldn't judge?
I'm saying a judge should judge someone. Because how are they gonna like?
Well, technically, it's not the judge who's judging, right?
It's really the jury.
Oh, the jury.
Well,
no,
actually, it's trial by jury.
No, but like a lot of countries have trial by like judge. Like
Yeah.
the judge just does the verdict and stuff.
Yeah.
So it is judge.
Well,
the
then who
judge.
else? But I feel like someone has to judge, right? Like,
Yeah.
someone has to do it.
So, oh yeah, wait. Are you guys? Well, I guess this is mainly a question for me and Jay. Are you hyped for jury duty?
You guys have jury duty?
You hyped
So-
for jury duty, Jay?
You know, it is your duty as an American citizen to perform jury duty if you are so chosen. My goal is to be the one that's not so chosen.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Here's the thing. If I'm chosen, obviously you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
But it's more like, if it happens, you deal with it then, kind of explain like, all right, this is what I am and like what I got going on, blah blah blah. And if I get chosen, that's what I gotta do. If not, I got free time. That's kind of how
I remember my dad's strategy was they found your name for jury duty by looking who voted that year.
Uh-huh.
And since he lives in California and this is like such a solid state, he just didn't vote, and so he never got jury.
That's
Wait.
I don't know if that's the.
Wait a second.
That was his strat.
What the?
Did he get called for jury duty?
Eventually he did because he started voting again.
I
No.
think my mom just like. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
No,
Go
Actually,
for
I'm not
it.
gonna say. I'm
No,
not gonna say it.
So, I think one thing also, we're obviously all on the basketball team,
Yeah.
and actually, we've won 2 games.
Yes, sir.
2-1 record,
2-1.
and that one game was a total sham.
It was a sham. As a Shams,
Shams, yeah.
it was a sham.
It was a sham.
Do we want to like kind of like go as like of a review of like kind of like our games? We can start from like St. Abraham's and kind of like go back because that's the most recent one. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to do like a recap of that.
Oh yeah. I guess I can talk about how I thought we were losing the whole game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a good story.
No, so I came in the first quarter, right? Because I start, yeah. And they were scoring, we were both scoring, but they were definitely up. Like at least in my brain, they had scored more than us, and they were up by like. And I looked at the scoreboard, and they were up by 11. And so I'm like, damn, I guess we're losing. We gotta pick it up. So I started really picking it up. You know, things weren't going well. I kept looking at the score. We were always down by like maybe 10. It was actually growing a little bit.
Well, yeah, one thing.
And I was
One
like,
thing about our coach is that like he really wants to inspire this winning culture because we told him like last year that like we were 0-8, we like didn't have a lot of confidence. So even when we're up like 15 or 20, this is
still
probably
driving.
contributed. He's still like telling us like,
And that's good.
why aren't you doing this? Like you should be doing this. So that's probably also what contributed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
contributed to it as
That
well.
was
And
probably
and it
for
wasn't
sure.
working, and so I got subbed out. And I was like, oh, we're still down by like 10. How is this team crushing us? There's 5 people on this whole team.
They had
They
no
had
subs.
no
Yeah,
subs.
No subs.
And I was like, this isn't working. You know, I got a few too many fouls. I got put out. And then around like maybe third quarter,
Yeah, it was third quarter.
coach was like, hey, so we're up by 15. And I went, what? and then he looked at me and said, why do you say what? And I was like, oh, never mind. Because I thought I just misheard him. And he said, they're up by 15. And we need to, because he was really cracking down on us.
Yeah.
We were not playing good
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
Things were not going well, but apparently we were still up. I just didn't know that. And so I kept playing. And then one time I actually think somebody drained a 3, and I saw the winning team's score go up by 3. And I literally yelled at the people, hey, wrong one. Yeah, I yelled at the scorer's bench, wrong one. I actually think I heard somebody yell at me, what are you talking about? But I was like confused. Eventually, I was subbed out because I got my 4th foul. I was like, if I went in, I was
you get
basically
5 fouls,
immediately.
you're just
I was
you're
basically
out.
just
You're
gonna be
out.
gone if I got
Yeah.
another one. And so I sat down and I was sitting there, and I thought, who was on the bench with me? It was like you, Ishan, and somebody else. And then you
Tyler?
guys finally told me that we were winning the whole time. And that relieved a large amount of stress because I was worried. You know, that was home court. We're trying to defend it, keep 100%
First home game,
at
yeah.
home. Yeah, right. So that was that was a moment of relief, especially for me.
I'm confused like how you think that because like, you can see on the court that we're scoring more.
I didn't think so. Like
But you
I
can
felt
see
like
that we're just not paying.
I guess it
attention
was
to that court.
because when I'm playing basketball, I'm very focused and like in the moment. Like I don't remember if I missed shots or made them. Like I'm playing in that moment, and so whenever I would sit down on the bench, I would see the other team shoot like 30 times because they were getting rebounds over us. And so I was factoring like more shots equal more points. So like in my brain, I did not see us winning that battle.
That's
Yeah,
a
I thought it was
story, though.
I thought we were losing like all the way until the end, and then finally.
No, but we're doing good. I like this more of like this winning culture is really
Yeah.
The impact is showing. Jay, okay, I think Jay, you were the leading scorer for the first 2 games, right?
First 2 games. And
You got overthrown.
By Charlie.
By
By
Charlie.
1
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, say Abraham's good game. I think the final score was what, 60-42?
60-42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High-
60
high-
point
high
game.
scoring
Wait,
game.
60,
42.
yeah, 42. Oh, wait, 68, 42? No,
62,
62, 42.
60-42.
Yeah.
All right, so the game before that was Mountain View Academy.
Rip.
Anyone want to take that one?
I'll
Yeah,
take.
shit.
Oh.
You wanna take it?
Okay, so basically what happened was, so the Mountain View Academy is like our neighbors basically. Apparently, yeah. So we walked like 2 minutes to their school on walking distance, and we were there. They had like a nice gym or whatever. You know what that really threw me off though is that we were usually like before that we were allowed to wear like white undershirts no matter what color we were at. But then at the game they said we couldn't wear the white undershirts. So basically 90% of our team was going skins.
Strategy.
No.
You guys don't understand it.
I like-
you play skins, you play better.
Lucky, I was kind of nervous, and then also they had like they had a lot of people in their stands.
Actually, I just realized this. I average 2 points more per game if I play skins.
Oh,
Yeah, you have 3 games going off of.
So one thing Haaris isn't communicating is that their locker room bathroom was really small.
Yeah, no, I
So,
showed this to
you
Jay.
had,
What
you
was-
had like 5-6 people like getting their undershirt off and like putting their jersey
Yeah.
on, right? Because like, we had to do it like the game about to
but
start. But what happened was that someone from the other team walked in because they had to use the bathroom. So we just see everyone like just change right there in such a small space.
And for reference on how small this is, that bathroom was honestly as big as like the accessibility stall at this school.
Yeah.
Like that bathroom was
Yes.
small.
Yes, actually,
Like, there's no
Like-
divider between the urinal and the sink.
Yeah, there was like no divider between.
oh, not to mention the fact that he used the urinal while we're all behind him, like some sort of like some sort of like.
He just didn't want to use. I guess his stall was just really dirty. He just didn't want to use it.
That's like actually a striking image.
But-
5 big dudes taking off their shirts with another dude peeing them. Oh my god.
I wish I was,
That's
because I always go skins. I wish I had an undershirt. I could have
No,
seen
you
this.
did not.
What?
No,
You what the?
I do not wish that.
You
But
can't say that
okay,
on camera. We're live right now.
On the actual, we're not live. On the actual game, Haaris, you want to take that? You want to take that one, right?
I think Jay should take it.
Okay.
I think Jay should take it.
Okay, yeah. So I think we're a bit. They ran a lot of press, and there's another team we played last year. They also ran a lot of press, and
Rise
this-
Academy.
for like just to clarify, what press means is usually when you play basketball and the other team has the ball, you like set up your defense in the half court. But what they did was whenever we ended the ball, they would like immediately try and come steal it. So I think we played that really well. I would say we're pretty evenly matched in terms of like athleticism and size. It was just that we had slightly better shooting, but they were slightly more experienced, so they didn't make as many mistakes. And we did have and they also had a bigger crowd, but I mean, it didn't really factor as much. But I mean, I don't think many of us expected the game to be close, because obviously, I mean, first game we won, that was a big thing for us. But I think I'm just really proud of how we played and how we stayed in the game, especially when they were pressing us. We handled the press really well. Again, a few things didn't go our way at the end. We lost 54-51, but I think I can speak for all of us saying that it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. We're all proud of ourselves. It was the little things. We just had to execute better overall.
Yeah, I think for us, Granada was a lot. It was very different from the previous years we played.
Yeah.
And so that was a great first victory for KLS High School, but we didn't think it was to the same caliber as like previous years' teams. We had like really strong teams, and I mean to that extent, St. Abrams only having 5 people was, not the same, but still both teams did a great job, and so I think that close game against Mountain View really showed us that
because they were the main team that wasn't really like, because the Granada mainly had only think like one senior. I don't even know if they had a senior, and St. Abe's had 5 people. That was like the first. It was like an actual well organized team, like one of those teams you used to get blown out by last year, and we almost won that. So.
It's funny like how quick I feel like we've transformed really quickly, especially like in the off season and coming into practice. Like if the season ended today, it's obviously way more of a success than last year.
Oh
yeah, and I don't know if you guys weren't there, but even Matty and I, when we played in middle school, it was even worse than this. Like our first game, we didn't even score a single point.
Yeah, it was 0. I think 62.
62 or something.
And it was
middle school. Wow.
grim
Yeah.
days.
It was.
Those are the days where instead of doing games, we went to like these tournaments, right?
Yeah, we
did
do these like
we
tournaments
did, like,
on.
tournaments.
So games like.
So like on
5 games
Saturday,
a
we
day.
did like 5 games or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, and we didn't win a single one,
Yeah.
obviously.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere, and I'm very proud of of the progress that we've made in on the court. It's phenomenal. KLS Athletics, I mean, started slow, but we're getting up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, does people have like info on like the volleyball team?
I know they were really good last year.
Yeah, last year I remember I went to one of the.
Yeah, we
watched one of the winning games. Yeah.
Last year we were at the first
first KLS sports win.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember this is a funny story. I remember the ball came to us.
Oh yeah.
So then I grabbed it and I took a selfie with it was me, Matty, Jay, I think Haaris, and then Charlie. And we took it and then right there the opposing team's coach had a walk-up shame to us being like, hey, get the ball back. As we have this selfie because we're this is the game ball. We need a photo.
Game ball.
There's something special about just that game ball. The first game ball that on Granada that we won with. It's signed and it's
now we got the signed KLS game ball. It's right next to the little volleyball trophy too.
Is it?
Yeah.
It works out. Do you want to talk about your
collecting
your signature on that ball?
What's wrong with my signature?
Wait, what? No, explain.
Haaris, did you sign the ball?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Wait, Haaris, bro.
I didn't get a chance. No one offered me. This is messed up.
Ask for a Sharpie and then you can go. No one's gonna stop.
I wasn't aware of this ball until now.
You didn't see it? You didn't see it? That ball was on the.
I thought maybe Morgan was in the NBA, man. He had rings and stuff. I don't know.
Wait, sorry, you thought Morgan was in the NBA?
You thought Morgan was in the
I don't know. He's 6 foot. Maybe
one of his game balls to KLS.
Maybe he keeps it as a reminder. Maybe as Shaq's autograph, like LeBron James. I don't know.
So you see Matty's huge signature. And
I didn't look at it carefully.
Whoa, Michael Jordan. Is that what happened?
Maybe.
No, I don't pay attention. I don't walk to the closet and peer into there, analyze every team. I got Spanish class.
But Haaris, we were talking about it. We were like, hey, we gotta sign this ball.
When?
At the game. After we won. Right after we won. I was holding the ball. I was like, we gotta sign this.
Was I not there? I was there. I scored in that game.
Okay, we'll bring you to sign the ball after.
Did you get a text from Haaris saying
Oh yeah. Literally 5 minutes after I got there and I was waiting for the game to start, you texted me saying, "Where is the game?"
I was on time.
You were on time, but
which game was this?
Game. Yeah, I literally was already there warming up, and he texted me, "Where is the game?" I was like, "What?"
That's funny.
Anyway, my signature is great.
Haaris, since playing basketball, have you gone into more professional leagues, watching that NBA and stuff?
Actually,
not really?
Okay, so I'm I don't follow all the basketball. What I do like watching though is ever since I've been playing more and more basketball, I'm getting more YouTube short clips.
People
people
playing for
I'm getting basketball hoops. But I don't watch the games themselves. They're interesting, but they're not a important event happens every possession.
If you turn on the TV and the game is playing, would you change it?
No, but I don't watch TV. I don't do cable.
But it's not the cable subscription.
I wouldn't know. I just don't like watching TV. I watch.
If you're at a restaurant and there's a TV playing.
Oh no, I definitely
watch. Dude, I watch baseball games at restaurants.
What is wrong? You didn't pay attention.
Dude, I'm asking if I see a baseball game, I'm asking them to change the channel.
Dude, now that I'm thinking about this, I literally never watch TV except for when Jay invites me out to some restaurant.
Whoa.
They don't have TVs at the restaurants I go to, but whenever Jay just DMs me, he's like, "Yo, want to go get food?"
Wait, what? Why do you watch TV? There are restaurants that never have TVs though.
No, all the ones we go to. Yeah, all the ones we go to.
You're at a table and there's a bar and there's football game.
I think those are the best moments when your dad is yelling at the people playing football behind us.
Oh wait, yeah.
Wait, what was this? Or is this a general thing?
Jay just does this sometimes. I don't know, we're hanging out and then when his parents go pick him up, they're like, "We're gonna go get food," and Jay's like, "Can Matty come with?" And so I just come with them. And every single time, there's been a TV behind us, and the parents are watching the game.
Yeah.
It cooks.
I remember after the basketball game, Jay's dad was because basically for context, 49ers played a game in Philadelphia, and it was a very hyped up game. And Jay's dad was like, "Why were you not in Philly? I expected you to be in Philadelphia yesterday.
Yeah.
Why were you not there?"
Wait, what does Pranav go to school again?
CMU. So that's in Pittsburgh.
I thought that's Philly. That's the same place.
No,
they have
it's the same state.
But
same place.
The Steelers are also in Pittsburgh. So they don't support the Eagles.
Yeah,
who cares about football?
So,
who cares about football?
In World War II, they actually combined to be the Steagles because there was a lack of players, so they literally combined for 2 years. and they were called the Steagles.
Can we talk about like an interesting sport?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we talk about the better football at least?
yeah, that's so true. Blue lock. Am I
Oh
right?
my gosh, what a striker!
Okay, we got a clip of that. Haaris,
Yes.
this is your second year of KLS now.
Yes.
Kind of going.
Oh yeah, how you were
How
jesting.
do you like it?
Wait, hold on. Actually,
I was the first.
No. I got a better question. Where did you go to school before?
Oh,
yeah.
I went to funny story. Let's just like to understand like I was in okay wait.
Oh, yap session coming.
No. All right, so I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
And I lived
Ohio.
I lived there for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And then I moved to Houston. We lived there for 2 years. And then we moved to Shreveport, Louisiana, and I spent most of my like developing years there. Or not most, but like some. So I lived there. Like I want to say
Developing years, like you ain't still developing.
You're done developing.
like 4 years.
How old were you?
I was by the time I left I was 6 years old. So like
So like your toddler years.
yeah, I spent like most of that. That's like when you're absorbing like a lot
Okay,
of
so from like
information.
0 to 2 you're in Houston, then
Yeah.
from 2 to 6 you were in Louisiana.
Yeah, and then I started first grade in here. So you know
Wait,
what's
in-
really
wait,
not
like, where's
in
here?
California. In
In
California,
California.
sorry.
Where?
So I went. So
Like
I
LA or here?
no in like here. Like I was in. Do you guys know where Menlo Park is?
Yeah.
So I.
Oh,
Oh my bad.
Do
My
you
bad.
know where Menlo Park is?
Hey,
My
you
bad.
guys heard of a city called
San
Mountain
Francisco.
View?
Okay, wait. So I went to this middle school called, but first like before, so it's separated. I went to like a school branch or whatever,
What
like a
was it called?
monopoly. So the first, the lower school between like kindergarten to third grade, it was called Los Aminos. I went there,
Okay.
and I was like prejudiced against low key because everyone was there since like kindergarten. So then I joined in first grade, and for some reason like
yeah, I had the same thing.
yeah,
about
they were like
What?
all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
What did
public
they do?
schools.
Like, how were they like prejudiced against you?
they're like you're not an OG. You're like
The culture.
Yeah,
the culture.
I see.
Yeah, even though I was only like 1 year behind them, so I grew up with these people until 8th grade.
But you're not OG.
I'm not OG. Yeah, they're like you're not
Yeah,
OG.
you're-
No, I get it. Yeah.
Like I was friends with them, but they're like they sometimes they just like you're not an OG
So
like
wait,
randomly.
did you live in Menlo Park until then?
Yeah,
And
and
did you like move around here and then came to KLS?
so I moved. I was in Menlo Park until 7th grade, and I moved to my new location, Los Altos, right now, in 8th grade year. But since I went to that like school district for all the time, they made like arrangements so I could just stay there for my last year, even though I
It
was.
was like Zoom.
No, my 8th grade year was.
Oh yeah, because of person.
My 6th and 7th grade was Zoom though.
Dude, what the hell, bro?
So how do you how okay? After having 1 year of KLS, if someone asked you about it, what would you say?
I think it's scuffed. I think I was like a lot more happy about like I kind of like overhyped KLS in my mind a lot in my first year here.
Yeah.
Like this is
Oh,
so
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Like we get goal time. There's like barely any work, and like now I'm like
I
kind of.
think that's something everyone goes through, but
Yeah.
I think you have to be like a certain kind of person to like kind of like I guess like be within like KLS.
Yeah.
I think one thing I can say is although like the structure around KLS may be dubious and like classes, teacher attention, all that may be dubious. I think one thing I really enjoy though about KLS is like the people in the community. It's like kind of like every school says that like we have such a loving and caring community, but I actually like KLS's community because I don't think there's like aside from like a very like a rounding error percent of people at KLS, I think I can like get along with everyone else like decently well, which I did not have at my other school.
I mean, yeah, I would say KLS is like a very unique style. I mean, I'd say you fit it pretty well. Like, I feel like you've taken advantage of like like if you want to do something, you can do it. Like obviously this podcast is a result of
The
that.
Concast.
But like I think if you're a person who just wants to take like a bunch of APs and I'll just like we're applying to college, like we hear this all the time. If you want to take like the traditional route of like doing these like fancy research projects, like doing a bunch of APs college courses might not be the right place for you. But I feel like it does give you the freedom where like I don't think a lot of people can say stuff like we made a podcast on their application, and I think that's a really good and unique part of KLS, and that's why my parents wanted me to come here.
It's not even just about wanting to come here. It's about like you stayed here.
Yeah.
That's
true,
the big
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like you know how people are like, oh, when you get older, time moves faster. Like I feel that like real.
You know what?
Is it like kind of like especially with like the application process, you feel like time is just moving faster? In that
No,
sense?
I didn't really think this, and then last year during junior year, like the last half of my junior year I say this like every episode.
Uh-huh.
The last half of my junior year just like disappeared, and I just attributed that to like, oh, I just had a lot of work, I was busy, I was grinding. But like then the beginning of this year is gone as well. Like dude.
You know what though?
For me, it was the opposite. It went like a lot slower. Like, I could not finish my junior year fast enough, and I cannot finish these applications fast enough. Like
So you felt this was a lot slower.
I felt like it's like from like March or no, maybe like January of last year or this year this year has felt like 2 or 3 years.
I feel like this is most of the time I always hear juniors who are like, oh yeah, junior year is hard, but it's not like difficult. I don't know. I had like my junior year grind.
Yeah, it
From
was
like
hard,
February to May, I was 100% work. Like
it was really hard.
nothing else.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of junior year, everything was fine and normal. Yeah. But then like I had my APs. I did my testing, so that also made it worse. I didn't want to wait and do that this year.
That's kind of what I've been like, because people ask like, junior year, like how's that going? I'm just like, I mean, so far it's fine.
Yeah,
like,
no. At the beginning of the year,
I'm sure it's gonna pick up, but like so far, I'm doing my thing.
In my opinion, I would give you the advice to do your testing this year.
Yeah.
Don't wait until senior year.
Yeah.
I don't know. You took your testing.
Yeah, I took my test. I mean, I took one in my junior year, but then I did that so I had time to take it. I could take it like start of my senior year, and I would recommend doing that because if you don't get the score you like for the first time, you still have time to take it.
Yeah, I scheduled.
You still have time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it summer year. I'm gonna get a 1600. I'm gonna be done.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Wait,
if you get the score you want as soon as possible, like who cares?
I'm done with
I
it.
think they expire. I think you have to take it junior or senior year.
No, they don't.
Really? Because I remember I've seen only submit like test scores from junior or senior year.
No, they say or earlier. I don't think they say or later.
Oh really?
I think the limit might be like if you like got like a score in middle school, you're like
I think you can.
I think if you get that score in middle school though, like, it's still
you deserve that.
Skip high school,
you
speed run.
Also, to be fair, it'd probably be like PSAT if they took a middle school anyway.
Yeah.
No, but if you manage to get like a 1600 on the SAT in middle school, I feel like they should be able to take that.
I feel like if you're getting 1600, I don't think you're in middle school. I think you're just a middle schooler of age. Like at that point.
Yeah. So Haaris, how was your what happened during your first year of school? How did it go at KLS?
There's like a lot of things. Okay, so what happened was at first low key it was really scuffed my class. So there's like the first thing I can remember, one key like distinction is like the divide between like boys and girls.
This is still a thing.
Yeah,
I thought it was like I'm used to it because I came from a public middle school. That's like just the
for a public middle school
normal,
that unfortunately it does make sense.
So there's a big divide, and like it's still a big divide right now, but it's like not as much. So basically,
you guys are learning to integrate. Like
yeah. So it was of all the boys and then all the girls, and what happened was like at the first time people took like. So like people like I'm not gonna name names, but like
don't.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not gonna name names. But they take turns like bullying random people in the group, and then the group would just like stay together somehow, and then once they're done, that person who was just bullied would go on to bully some other person.
Wait, so it's like tag but bully?
Yeah, basically. So that happened for like the first half.
Wait, sorry, is this like the sophomore class or like?
That was last year at the beginning.
Last year.
So this is stopped.
So
this is the freshman like first half.
So like to get to know each other, you guys just bullied each other.
I guess So I was like, this is like.
But like this is like this stopped eventually because you guys were like, wait, this is just dumb.
Yeah, no. So it was like really scuffed. So like I asked my older friend
who like thing or just like kind of like a culture thing for your class.
That was a culture thing for the class, definitely. Yeah. But no, I asked my friend who like invited me to the school because I was like really scuffed. Like, what do I do?
Oh,
like
wait,
the class.
Who invited you?
AJ.
Who? AJ. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So then it was like really scuffed because of and like since the class size was small, I can't exactly like that was a big problem for me at the beginning was that I couldn't really like leave the group. It was the only boy group. I'm not gonna just go.
Yeah. I've heard a lot about the KLS.
Yeah. So I'm like kind of.
Is that why you kind of like hung out more around us then?
Yeah. So she's told me to start hanging out with the
goats.
The goats.
Like the older classmen. So then I started to like. And to like hang out with them more, and then I like.
You know what? I'm glad you did because. Here you are now.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a good idea. But then also I had to think about it like the upperclassmen are gonna graduate before you. You're just gonna have a really sad
that's an issue I got because I mean obviously I'm friends with people in my class like because but like the thing is that like majority of my friends are your guys' class. Yeah. So next year will be interesting.
Well, actually,
Haaris, I don't know You were friends with like a lot
You're
of
friends with like everyone. Yeah.
Every person who like
Yeah,
was in your
you don't
class,
have an issue.
right?
No, I'm friends with people in my class now. Because
Now, I'm
after...
talking about last year.
Oh yeah, last year. Yeah.
Jay, how's Sheesh? That's what I want to know.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, you know,
Oh,
application
yeah.
season's been tough on him, but
What's been tough on him? Sorry.
application season's
Yeah.
been tough on him, but he's pulling through.
He's been writing your apps.
Yeah, he's. No, I write my own apps.
But he helps you.
Yeah. He helps a bit.
A bit?
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Yeah, because obviously it has to be your own intellectual property, right? Matthew
Yep.
does this. Yeah.
And
like,
all my apps are my own.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
written by
he
me.
never helps.
No, they actually. That's not a joke. They actually are.
Yep.
Yeah. Sheesh never helps. Yeah. It's just. All
Is Sheesh excited to go to college with you?
I mean.
Well, are you gonna take him?
Oh
Yeah, of course I'm taking him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
What if
take
someone?
him.
What if someone like steals him?
I've read about people in college like leaving like TVs, like game stations, jewelry, but then like taking someone's CD collection. Yes,
Like,
right. Like people will steal them
I
and
feel
do
like I would
random
be genuinely
things.
worried that I get like a bad roommate and then they just do something with Sheesh. Like I would genuinely be worried.
No,
about
but
that.
I feel like.
Bible.
Are we
have
still like
faith. I have
furious
faith.
into like?
I think
Maybe you should
I
touch
trust
strike
him,
tag.
man.
Like your roommate,
Yeah,
like
I'm considering it.
roommate, like
Yeah,
comes.
actually, I don't know. I put an air tag into
Yeah.
stuffing.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I mean, I'm gonna fix him up anyways, cause like when he was younger, he was more spry, he had like a lot more stuffing, and now his neck is like really.
Yeah.
This makes no sense unless you know who she is.
You got a photo.
Yeah, but yeah, now his neck is really flabby. So like over like once like apps are done, I'm gonna like fix him up. And
I feel like
I'll
there's a high chance someone at first thought Sheesh was like a real person.
Yeah, just, like, a flabby
Wait,
neck.
Speaking of which, Adam, can we bring that back? The like idea of guests will bring an object to put on their
Yeah,
shelf?
we just never.
Because you
we
could have
never
like had
asked.
Sheesh up there,
Yeah, we
right?
could have had like Sheesh up there.
Yeah,
Just-
but basically we
Haaris
were gonna
could've
do
brought,
this
like,
idea.
I don't know, his PC or whatever.
No, basically our
Could've brought
idea
your little
was
sister.
we were gonna have like the guests would put like one object that they think is like
Meaningful
about
or
them,
whatever.
meaningful to them, like on the shelf up
You don't
there.
think your
Right?
little sister's meaningful?
She's like 40 pounds.
Yeah, wait, Haaris, if you were to bring something, what would you bring?
Oh, that's a good question. About me, I probably got the cake one of my Valorant clips printed out as like an NFT.
This is like my best game.
My
No,
best
you should-
age.
you should- You should have put like a QR code to
You know what YouTube channel actually. Hey, maybe.
Yeah, game
And I'm
recognized
considering
game.
Jay, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You bring your laptop.
Yeah.
his laptop Air model. He customized it. He put a Razer mouse instead of the trackpad.
Did you actually?
No. There's the entire
Laptop
process.
Air.
The entire like people like build guide different parts for their PCs. They're so like I'm gonna build my PC. Look at all these specs. I literally just like went to Alienware and like clicked on the first thing I found.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, no, because I used to have an Alienware computer, and so Jay was like, "Should I get one?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I
And then
don't-
and then his dad was like, "What are the specs? Like, is it like do you have this like quad dual monitor?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is." Like, I don't care as long as it works.
Wait, when did you buy this?
I bought it like in
Middle
2019.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
I was playing like on an iMac and that wasn't
What
was not
the-
working
I was
out.
like, why did you recommend? Why did you
No.
recommend
This was yeah, way before
Yeah.
I met you.
Yeah. How is your PC doing?
It's still making that noise.
Yeah,
What?
I don't
by the
know.
way. So yeah, I figured it out. It's the fan in the power supply.
That's what we figured out. Yeah.
And when I stabbed it with a screwdriver, it went
Whoa.
away for like a bit, and
First
then
off-
and now it came back.
By the way, do
Text
not
support.
try that.
Yeah.
Do not stab anything in your car.
Yeah,
Matthew,
do
do
not
not
do not do that. That was I was with a licensed professional.
You were not with a licensed professor. You were with a product.
Wait. Is your computer fan like being really loud? Is
No,
that what it
it's
is?
not loud. Basically, it goes like.
What's happening is that I think I know what's happening. What's happening is that like something happened with this fan that's like I don't know if it's like misaligned or whatever, but it's like hitting again. It's like the
No, I think there's like a stray wire. Or
That-
something.
really?
Maybe not a
I
wire,
don't
or
think it's
like
a
a
wire.
piece
A
of plastic or
wire.
something.
If it was
And
a-
so it's
if it was
hitting
a
the
wire,
fan.
it'd be
And
like,
so
yeah,
it's-
that'd be-
Bro, no.
If it was a
One day,
wire,
Matty's gonna be playing CS2, and instead of the bomb being blown up in game, his PC's gonna blow up. No, his team's gonna hear an explosion. Like,
Other
wait,
than
that
that-
didn't hear the
other than
bomb.
that, my PC's great. It also gave me a chance to reorganize. Dude, I've got like the most organized desktop. I always
Yeah.
hear like computer nerds, and they just have like 4 different drives, and they're all completely full with random things. I've got like specific folders and everything. My D drive only has like 5 base folders in it, right? It doesn't have actual
Wait,
files.
so
It's
everything's on your C?
No, nothing's on my C drive.
With or without
except
the-
for my
like-
like OS.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah. No, everything's. Oh, it's beautiful.
Mackie, with or without the homework folder?
No comment.
I mean, he does all his homework. You know, it's all big.
Yo,
the cloud.
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that is frustrating to keep organized as the desktop because I like need to download stuff and then it just like throws it on there, dude.
Yeah.
Why do computers do that?
Do what? Sorry. Do what?
Like, I'm about to make the dumbest complaint of all time, and I know this is easily fixable. Like, why do the icons for things you download have to be so big? Like
Really?
on the
I
desktop.
can never see it.
No, like I don't want like everything to
mean?
be
Like,
small. Like,
on the
okay.
Like on the
no.
desktop.
So like
I
on
see
the
on the
desktop,
desktop.
on the desktop. Don't get me wrong. I want my apps to be like
But
the
you need the
normal
icon
size,
too
like the
big.
apps themselves. I want them to be normal size, like because obviously I want to see what they are.
Oh.
But when I download like a PDF of my music, I don't need that to be the same size. Like, can't I just have it be like a little?
There's probably I can look into it.
I guess I could just make a folder. Like, still. pieces.
Yeah,
but
but
like
I mean, like you shouldn't have free flowing like PDFs. You should.
Yeah,
put
they
them
should
into
be
a
on the
folder.
desktop. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
thing.
because
Like, a general
basically
thing.
I download them just so I can print them, right? So I
Yeah.
literally just immediately
Uh-huh.
delete them after that.
Yeah, I think I think it's helpful if you're having something on the desktop because if you're already keeping it on there, it's probably going to crowd eventually. So it's good to have it be kind of big that you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like I think one reasoning.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I kind of just made that up on my head of why I think that's it. But
But yeah, other than that, endorsement for refrigerator tech. PC is great, except for the weird thing with the power supply. Not like it's their fault. It probably is just a weird thing from the when it was made because it's inside. It's nothing on the
also,
outside.
I'm still trying to understand why you stabbed your power supply with the screwdriver. Because
Because I thought that,
you do that.
no, Pranav was sitting there with me and he plugged it in and he said, "Don't do anything," and I could like hear the fan hitting something, and I'm like, "What if I just like?" Right, and then the fan went, "Grr," and then like I took it out and again it worked.
Maybe you should try hitting it again.
I don't know if I should.
No,
Do that.
no, I wouldn't.
No, if anything, I should return it
Can
and
we
ask another
post?
one.
Is this
but,
like? Should we cut this out?
Why?
This
What's
is kind
wrong
of
with it?
dangerous. I feel like
Yeah,
we're
no,
getting
no.
like 5
Do
minutes,
not
yeah.
stab your power supply. I've made that very clear. Unless you know what you're doing.
No,
No, no, you cannot.
Not at all.
Even if you know what you're doing.
That is.
Because then we're gonna have to define what "know what you're doing" means.
Nah.
Did you know what you're doing?
We did not tell you to stab your power supply. That should be good enough.
Yeah.
We're safe from legal repercussions now.
Don't stab anything.
Just don't
Yeah.
stab your
Don't
power
stab
supply.
anything
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, just don't stab.
Well,
Unless
that's not
you're-
true. Like
Uh.
cooking. Speaking of
Speaking
which,
of cooking.
speaking of cooking,
What?
Haaris, do you know how to cook?
No.
You
Okay,
are gonna be a perfect contestant for the next
Oh,
Comcast
wow.
cooking special.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually.
Podcast language here.
Oh, sorry, just the cooking special, unaffiliated with the Comcast.
If you had to choose an opponent, we're not saying you're gonna get the opponent, but if you had to choose an opponent.
Yeah, if you had to do a cook-off against someone, who would it be?
The worst person
No,
imaginable
no,
at
think
cooking.
of someone.
Yeah,
Call
someone
someone.
KLS.
No, because
Call
remember,
someone.
This is
about
your-
cooking. You
this
can
is-
like
this
trash
is your
talk
call.
and you can get into each.
Yeah, this is
other.
you
Hey,
challenging
look
them.
into that camera. I want you to
Yeah,
look at that camera.
look at that
Think of
camera
someone
right
who
there.
you want to
Call them out.
challenge.
You can insult
Call them out.
Wait, hold
Don't
on.
insult them, but call them out.
Oh, yeah. Amartya Iyer? Is that okay? Can I say that?
The reigning champ.
Yeah. Yeah. Jiggy, I'm coming for you. I've seen clips. I've been analyzing your culinary showdowns.
Oh.
I know how you play. I know what you play. I'm ready. Lights out.
Okay, yeah, that's good
Alright, yeah.
enough. All right, let's see if we can make it happen. Let's see if we can make it happen.
Here's the thing: we should get an actual judge who knows how to cook, so like Megan or something. We should
No,
get an actual-
we'll have me and Jay.
No, we're good. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
Jay and I
You
can
think
cook.
you don't know how to cook?
Yeah, well,
No,
Jay and I know how to cook.
an extra person, doesn't help. Okay, we gotta do 3 judges, okay? Because I gotta be impartial.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, he's the
Yeah.
cameraman.
Yeah, I gotta be impartial to this.
And
I'm
also,
just, I'm just the host.
You had some
know?
interesting judging last time.
Oh yeah.
What
Here's for the
the?
content, you know.
What the?
I don't know. Okay, but you seriously like? Okay, have you ever cooked like Maggi noodles? You know what I mean? Like
Like the
instant noodle.
ramen?
Like the Indian ramen. Like
I'm very bad at okay.
if I gave you popcorn, could you pop it in the microwave?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my go-to meal that I make for myself. The popcorn micro.
Could you use an air fryer?
No clue how.
He's perfect. He's perfect.
I don't even know how it works.
Perfect contestant.
The only experience I have with an air fryer is that
I
my
don't think
grandma
Jiggy-
owns
I-
one.
didn't he
No,
put-
Jiggy put soup in the air fryer.
Yeah.
He literally put soup
It's
in
like
the
a
air fryer.
ceramic bowl, right?
Yes.
Also, do not try that at home.
Do not do that at home.
That might even be worse.
Essentially,
than
anything that we talk about cooking, just don't try it at home.
Yeah.
Like I said, like as a
When we
bare-
say jiggy and cooking in the same sentence,
It's
probably
not-
the
Yeah,
best to
basically,
not
to
try
put
at home.
it, to give an example of what he did, what was he even making? I don't know.
He
He
was
was making
making
something, and
Wait,
he
tomato
took
soup have milk is one
he
of my
took
favorite
this.
quotes.
Oh yeah, he took this garlic pepper, and he was like, "Oh yeah, let me add that." And then the cap came off, and he dumped all of it.
No, because there were 2 sides. One of them was like, those spices that you have those.
Yeah,
little,
like
the
those
little-
that only a bit comes out. He
The
put
other-
it on the wrong side where there wasn't the hole.
Oh.
He just-
So that's who you're going up against. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Could be a tough, hard-fought battle.
No, we'll have Xavier. Well, no, Xavier's gonna be so biased.
Yeah, we
I was about to say we could have Xavier.
We're gonna have Xavier. I mean, he'd be there, obviously. But
I
like,
guess, yeah.
Have you baked anything?
No, never.
Wait, so like, have you ever done anything in the kitchen other than cook popcorn?
Actually, once with the supervision of my dad, I made eggs.
We've heard
He's
about.
perfect.
We've heard one time when someone made eggs. We've heard about it one time.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know what
seen
though?
one time when
No,
we've seen one.
no, the only reason that I can't do it normally is because the oil scares me when I'm pouring in the oil and it like splashes on me. When I pour in the egg on top of the oil, it like pops and fizzles. It scares me.
Could you boil an egg if you tried? Could you boil anything? Do you know what boiling means?
Yeah, it's like it's heat water.
Well, I mean, I would.
It's heat of water. You know what though?
Have you
I
done
do.
chemistry yet?
No.
Okay. So
Wait, remember when you were supposed to take chemistry and you just didn't?
Oh, yeah,
we
he
don't-
forgot.
No, we don't talk about that.
No. Okay, no, but
No.
it's not that bad because I did the same thing. Well, not forget. I just didn't take
You
chemistry
just,
for
no,
1 year.
I'm gonna say you can take chemistry whenever you want, obviously, but I just think it's funny the way that he wanted to do it and then just forgot.
Yeah.
How did you
Yeah.
forget to sign up, man?
I thought I saw it. Time I'm like I'm chilling. You know, it hasn't started yet. I'll
And then
do
it started, and
like,
you're like, oh.
Yeah. No. The way I found out is like, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna sign up for chem, and then someone told me like,
What do you
bro,
mean?
you're so no, like I was just talking to my friends like, I'm gonna sign up for chem, and they're like, bro, what do you mean sign up? You're supposed to have already signed up. I'm like, what the? Yeah, basically.
Are you excited for chemistry?
I'm excited to destroy all these freshmen who are gonna take chemistry and get the highest score in the class. That's what I'm excited for.
You're gonna sweat it.
Yeah, I'm just in like a
I'm never
naturally.
forgetting.
I thought Chem 25 is like the class is like impossible to get an A+ in. That's what Jay said. I remember.
Chem 25.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's because we took it over COVID though.
Okay.
Yeah, we basically. I mean, I had an A+. I think a few others had an A+, and then the final exam came, and then basically like there's this one question like all the questions were fine except we didn't have enough time for the last question, and the last question was like worth 40% of the exam. So like a lot of our grades just tanked from like to like A's and A minuses.
So would you recommend I start with the last question first?
No. No, honestly, if you have Kyle.
Wait,
'cause
oh yeah,
Kyle
who is
orders
teaching your chemistry?
Yeah.
No, I think it's Kyle.
Yeah,
At least our teacher ordered the questions by like
Difficulty.
difficulty,
I see.
and not necessarily not even difficulty, just like percent on the grade. So like the last one would always be worth the most. The
I
first
see.
one would be like, what is the atomic number of helium, and be worth
What's
like
your
HE.
5%.
What's your last question, Bobby the Balloon?
I think Bobby's balloon was there. It
Alright.
was like the second question. Yeah.
Haaris, you don't know this, but Bobby the Balloon is basically a balloon where
Yeah,
basically
we learned about
teaches about
pressure.
gas laws and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's-
Oh yeah, you know I remember
Heat
he
rises, heat
vaporized
rises.
a bunch of gold. To
Yeah, he
steal it.
vaporized gold.
Yeah,
What?
I
What?
proposed the idea that he's a supervillain. Kyle didn't like the idea, so he made a test question about him specifically not being a supervillain.
Oh.
So Kyle was great. He really played the jokes with us and stuff.
Kyle episode when?
We should ask him.
Yeah.
I'm down for
You
that.
guys gotta get the commitment from him. Reach out. Send those emails.
Anyways, Haaris.
Yeah.
So because I helped Haaris sign up for his photo.
Oh
class.
yeah.
Everything worked.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Both.
So 25 taking anything else or just
And psychology
Yeah,
with
psychology.
ROM.
And you're good. Because
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
gonna do this again. You remember how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can walk you through. So I do like the CCAP and MOU form, and I put in the like my information, and then the CRN, the title of the course, and the term I'm taking it in.
Sure.
And then once it's approved by like the people who need to approve it, I can do the add or drop photo course, and then I can do the CRN.
Actually, that's probably the most concise, like.
Yeah, dude.
explanation
Everyone
about
else.
We should
is
just
probably
clip it and be like, you need to sign up, boom.
Yo,
like,
yeah, send him the
Let's go
contact.
Haaris,
Wait,
let's go
that's so
Haaris.
smart. Yeah, here's Haaris explain how.
How's
to do it.
you're taking the async data science course on
Yeah.
Coursera. How's
What?
that going?
I had a lot of CS work to do and econ work to do this week, so I did not get to finish the most recent chapter that was due yesterday.
So Jay, as Haaris' teacher, how's he doing?
Yeah, he's actually doing fine compared to like the other like rest of the class. So just for a bit of context, in 10th grade like we started this data science class, and it was like me and a few others, and then 11th grade we were gonna continue it, but
As TAs.
as TAs. But then our math teacher left, so
Yeah,
it was sort of
Chris.
like in the
Watch it, episode 10.
Yeah, never forget. So sort of like the four of us were going to like, and we were also in the process of making like an advanced data science class, which is just like the next level, and essentially he left. So basically what happened was four of us taught data science, and then I was teaching advanced data science. But then the thing is like this year like no one really wants to teach data science, and I couldn't like I wanted to teach it but I didn't have the time, and there's like no one else had the time. So what what we did was we just made it like with statistics, and it was going to just be asynchronous, so you could either work on statistics or data science during that block, and then I'll teach advanced data science in the spring, and it's basically the way it works is it's supposed to be 2 terms, and then you finish and you take advanced data science. However, since our school is self-paced, since the class is asynchronous, most people are not exactly on pace. Like I don't think a person's even done the pre-survey, so
Didn't someone do first things first, not first?
Yeah, so there's this assignment called First Things First, where you just like put in
Information.
the information about yourself, and like they didn't do that first, which is obviously just like a huge sin, and I consider dropping them from the class. Like,
it's called First Things First.
Yeah, it's called First Things First.
Oh no, that's gonna be a 50% grade reduction.
Oh.
How's choir?
Yeah, choir is fun. We just had our concert on Saturday.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was great. We sang songs from like I think 8 different languages, so that was pretty fun.
Whoa, can you give us a teaser?
Give us one line from every song.
Every language.
Every language.
Every language.
Do you know 8 languages?
You don't need to sing it. You can just.
I
Sing
mean,
it.
I didn't sing all. I think I sang.
Do a
you
line
didn't
from
sing
one you
all.
sing.
Okay. Okay, I'll start with the easy one.
Can you fix your mic? It's like.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, I'll start with the easy one, which is English. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And then
Okay, that's a
yeah,
classic.
thank you,
Classic.
yeah.
Alright.
And then I'll do we did Spanish, so it's El cielo canta alegría. And then
What does that mean?
means the heaven is singing for joy.
Oh, because it's you. Oh.
And then there's one in Maori, which was Kia Tao Kia, which means like I don't exactly know what it means, but it was about like hope, and because they sang it while they were still like conquered by obviously the British, so it was like sort of a song of hope. Yeah.
When you're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
One.
Let's hear those vocal cords twitch.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna say.
No. We're not putting this in the episode.
One line.
One line.
From the Maori song.
Yes.
Any song.
I can just sing I'll just sing Most Wonderful Time.
Let's hear it. Let's get the full 8-bar. I'll put it in the background music for you.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
He's going like Carnegie Mellon.
Carnegie Hall.
What do you mean?
D1 choir, by the way.
Yeah, D1 choir.
I-
Yes, D1 choir.
I forget who it was. Not to put, like someone was like thought like, 'cause we were talking about D1 choir, and they were like,
Charlie.
Was it Charlie?
Yeah.
Charlie, if I assume it was Charlie, was like thought it was genuine. Like he's like getting like scouted for
Yeah,
D1 choir,
D1
choir coaches.
Yeah, I mean there are colleges with like really prestigious programs, especially the Ivies, where like it's not D1 obviously, but
yeah, NCAA choir.
Yeah. But I know one of my friends, she graduated last year and she went to Yale, and then there's this choir program that was reserved for graduates. And then she tried to audition, and then they said no, but she said give me a chance, and then she managed to actually get in. So like she's getting money for singing. So it's
okay, so
like, so some programs can be like extremely rigorous.
Do you think you get paid for your singing?
Honestly, I mean I've really ramped it up like the last 2 years. Like before I just was sort of I think Matty can relate to this. Like when I was in I would just sing during the rehearsal and I would just get by. Like, I wouldn't really practice outside. But then now I've started to like sing like solo stuff, like my own concerts, and I've been taking voice lessons. So then I think I've just been more motivated to like sing outside of just the choir rehearsal. And I think, I mean, if I practice enough, then I think I could.
Is singing like a kind of like this like off time like kind of de-stressor thing?
I think it's very. I find it very beneficial to de-stress, especially when I'm doing something with the very left side of my brain. Like last year when I was doing math homework, I would often sing just to de-stress.
Like while doing it?
While doing it, yeah. And I think it's...
So I have a question. Would you sing a specific song, or would you like sing about like what you're doing?
No.
I think Jay could make it on Fiverr. I'm just letting you know.
On Fiverr?
Jay could be a Fiverr choir.
No, I'm not a composer. I'm very much a singer. I still have trouble like I can understand melodies, but I still don't really understand like how people create them. Like when someone creates it, it makes sense, but I can't create it. So
How useful is you having perfect pitch for singing?
for me, I would say it's very useful. I may have also compromised a bit on my music theory because like most people try to learn notes based on intervals and like other things like that, whereas me, I just learn the note. Like I don't. So for me, I had to like go out of my way to learn the intervals, and it was a bit harder for me because I would just try to think of the note rather than thinking about it in the context of the interval. But I think in general it's useful, especially when singing a cappella. So basically, a cappella sounds very fancy. It literally just means like singing without a piano or singing without any other instrument. So especially without a piano to like give you your starting pitches, it's very helpful. And if you have perfect pitch, you can just sing a cappella like spontaneously.
Kind of like
what I just did.
You know what? I feel like perfect pitch is a cheat. I think it should be disabled.
How do you disable perfect pitch?
I don't.
And singing,
Concast episode 1. For those who don't know,
I'm never letting that down.
I used to be in choir when I was in elementary school.
Wait, did you ever do like concerts together?
No, Jay and I were
collab.
I was in ragazzi.
I was gonna join
his arch nemesis. And I had this music theory notebook, and I was like the music theory god because I didn't know how to sing, but I could do basic math. Right? It's like 1 + 1 and like stuff. So, so I was going through that. And I swear, every time I wanted to like go up a level in like my certified music theory thing, they would like have to like tell what notes are, right? And they'd be like, "This is a perfect second." I never got intervals at all. I would just guess like roughly what the notes were, and if I didn't make it, I'd just redo the exam. So that's why I don't sing choir anymore.
Yeah, I will say one downside of perfect pitch is, when you're singing, like there are different types of scales in music, and they all have like different thank you and they like depending on like the root note, which is like basically what the scale starts on, it can have a different emotion. And since I have perfect pitch, I can tell like different emotions. So sometimes my teacher would be saying like, okay, this song is too high for us, we're gonna transpose it, which is like we're gonna shift it down 1 key. And then I raise my hand. I'm like, wait, doesn't that ruin the mood of the song? And everyone else is looking at me like I'm crazy. Like for me, it sounds so different. But for that,
just your emotion is different.
Yeah, like especially like for this recent concert, we moved from like a B to a B flat, and for me, it was like first like the B sounded very happy, and then the B flat sounded so sad. I'm like, wait, we can't sing the song. It's supposed to be a happy song. It sounds so sad. And
wait, you think B flat is sad?
Yes. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Can we get the official J note to emotion chart?
Yeah, can you actually draw that out for us?
Note to emotion chart.
Yeah, note to emotion.
Like so, for each note, like is it happy or sad?
What emotion do you feel?
What emotion do you feel?
All right.
We'll draw this out later.
Okay, I'll just get like the obvious ones. Like C, I feel like is happy.
Yeah, sure.
And then D is I feel like is E is adventurous.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, E natural.
Wait, can
I see that.
Can you give me an E?
Well, if you sing a song in it, it's like
I can kind of see it then, yeah.
Yeah, and then
that makes sense.
G, I don't know.
I thought you said the obvious ones, right?
I don't know. I just like
Alright, so the picture chart G. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, no one really cares about G major.
That's true.
Don't quote me on that.
No, we're gonna have this argument later because nobody cares about music theory, but B flat is like a happy like note, respectfully.
No, it is not.
Well, me and Haaris is just gonna say this is music
I
respectfully,
it's not.
You know what? We can save this for later. We're gonna call it.
Wait, Haaris.
Oh yeah.
Can you sing?
No, not at all.
Okay, but can you like sing for us?
But can you like if you had to sing a song? If you had to sing a song.
Yeah, what song would you sing if you had to sing a song?
You sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, let's see it.
Give it. I guarantee you, no one else is gonna get that.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's hear it though.
I only know like
two lines. We just need the first line.
You gotta put the music in the background.
Yeah, I'll put it. That's good. Incredible.
Every time someone sings, I think of the like LeBron word.
No, that ruined that song for me. Every time I hear it, I think of like, yeah, what's next? Like, why can't I get over that?
All right, thank you for watching.
What can I call it?
Thank you for watching watching episode 2 of season 2 of the Concast. This has been really fun. I'm glad that we finally got Haaris on. I'm glad to have Jay on. Do you guys have anything you want to end off on?
Can I shout out anything?
You can shout out stuff.
As long as it's like same.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah, I apologize in advance, Matty, for saying this, but after the apps are over, I'm gonna go on like this content creating grind.
Yeah.
Check out the YouTube channel.
What can we expect when we get to like Rocket League? Kind of?
Yeah, so I'm recording a Terraria series right now with Xavier.
Without me.
Whoa.
I'm not
You
over
should
that.
include me for one episode. Just
No, because I cannot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do some like Matty and I played Rocket League a bunch, so.
Oh, yeah, we'll cut that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of stuff. So yeah, be sure to check that out. White Night Wars game.
So we're actually gonna cut that out. So we're done. Alright, so what do you want to
Shout out Haaris on YouTube. We will post
Please make
a
some content
banger,
YouTube shorts.
Yeah,
banger
please, I
Valorant
make
content.
videos, not
If you want to
shorts.
see a high ranked, goated player,
Hush, I would actually pay you.
Ascendant 3.
What does that mean? Like what percent of people?
Oh, okay.
Like,
I think like bordering on 2%.
Hush, I will pay you severely below minimum wage if you made a 1-hour documentary on something. And posted it on YouTube. If you made a 1-hour documentary,
anything.
I would.
Barely below minimum wage.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if I made of money, no, at least $5.
All right, $5.
$5 an hour? Or
No,
$5
$5 total.
Alright, so before we have Matty exploiting the people's labor, thank you for watching. We'll see
Thank
you
you for
next
coming to
time.
the Concast. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.